It was dark, but I couldn't tell what was going on. Ah, God! Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Pinewood Island. So, we're gonna continue off where we left off. Unfortunately, we lost 2 characters already, and this kind of like slims down like what could have possibly happened with the professor. And I was reading some of the comments, and some of you guys had some interesting things to say, especially about Mary, because it's kind of like what Matt said when we talked to him, thinking that maybe Mary was the one who did it, but because she was so desperate to go to the mainland to get help. But the thing is, what made no sense to me is just like, yeah, she could be a great swimmer and whatever, but if it took them hours to get to the island by boat, like, what did she think was gonna happen if she swam over there? You know what I mean? So, it's interesting you guys think that. I even though what Jesse did, I don't think he's the murderer. My money's still on Ray, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, right now I'm gonna look for clues, because we found the knife. We didn't go tell Matt, but I think we should find more clues to, you know, help our investigation. I was walking back towards my room when I overheard Susan speaking to someone in her room. I didn't pay any attention to it until I heard a few words that caught my attention. "You're such a bastard, but I didn't want you to die." I waited, but I hear no one else's voice. "It's all your fault." I froze and looked at her door. Was she talking to herself? "Why was I not enough for you? First that..." She cuts herself off with a sob. "Then finding you all over Jessica, what the hell were you thinking?" I started to feel really uncomfortable eavesdropping, so I went back to my room. Oh, okay, so a lot of you were right too. You were thinking, a lot of people were thinking like Susan had an affair with the professor, which is why, aside from the fact that he was assaulting us, why she reacted so negatively towards the professor when he was hitting on us or attempting to do something stupid to us. That makes a lot of sense. That could be why she was so angry at him, and also the fact like, when we were during the beach party, they were like giving each other weird glances, and I was kind of like, I don't know if that was because someone liked someone or it's just because they're like, why are you drinking so much? I don't know. Anyway, we'll look at that later. The rain had stopped that evening, so everyone went outside to get the fire going again. Everything was a little damp, but we managed to get it lit. We planned a rough schedule for adding wood to it, and I spent the rest of the evening gathering firewood. We had worked hours into the night. Everything hurt, my mind and body. I lay down in bed and closed my eyes. I drifted off to sleep, chasing happier thoughts. I rolled out of bed and started to get dressed. It was my turn to add wood to the fire, so that I do that and then get some breakfast. It felt good to have a purpose. The fire was still going. I begged weakly. I added some firewood and poked at it a bit until I felt confident that it would sustain its flames. I was in the dining room when Ray and Susan walked in. "Jessica, we're going to hang out on the beach today, so we can keep an eye on the fire. Wanna come? We're packing a picnic." We invited the others, but I think they're going to wait and join us later. I had just come back from the beach, though the alternative was more board games, what sounded less awful. Okay, like I want to, you know, build the relationship with Matt and whatever. I think we should actually talk to these two. I kind of wish that I went and made cookies with Susan, just so that I can know, like, what these two are thinking. We did get a little bit of insight from Ray from playing the board games last time, but I never really talked to Susan. So I'm gonna go with them on the beach. Let's see what happens. What happened to our character? All of a sudden we're black? Wait, what just happened? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but okay, whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'll go. I can't take another board game. I'll lose my mind. Great. Just come outside as soon as you're done eating, Jessica. I nodded and they left. I finished eating and poked at what was left of my breakfast for a little while. Despite having woken up only a little bit ago, I felt ready for a nap. Ray and Susan were at the beach waiting, so I forced myself to get up and head over there. They were just sitting in the sand, but they weren't speaking. "Hey guys!" "Jessica, the fire looks good." Susan looked over and nodded, but didn't say anything. She stared at the water. She seemed quieter than she had been just a few moments ago. She was having a lot of these sullen moments. I could only imagine that was from grief. "I think you guys had the right idea. Come out here and just try to relax." "Yeah." I laid down in the towel in the sand and closed my eyes. I could taste the salt and smoke in the air. The waves crashed against the shore in a pleasing rhythm. It was really peaceful, and I suddenly felt exhausted. I wasn't really asleep, just sort of dozing. Every moment or sudden sound stirred me a little. I could hear Ray tending to the fire and Susan changing positions on the towel near me. Eventually, I got hungry and opened my eyes. Susan seemed to have the same idea, because she was already digging through the picnic pack. What are you guys in the mood for? I made salad and sandwiches? Pass me a salad. I began to eat, and Susan seemed to feel better, because she started talking more. Ray, I know you said you were undecided, but did you have anything in mind for your major? Oh, no. Really? Nothing? Well, I guess. I like music. Music? Playing it, I mean. When I was younger, I thought it would be cool to go to a music school or something. Why did you go to this university then? I live here. Oh, so you're a local. That's so cool. Were you in a band? No, I always just played on my own. What kind of music do you play? Anything and everything. I like music from all styles. Oh, okay. I thought he was getting the generic, I'm a rock star and I only play the guitar. You must be talented. I used to play the violin in high school. I was really bad at it though. I think I made the teacher cry once. She laughed and took another bite of her lunch. I think I may be tone deaf. You're being too harsh. I bet you play beautifully. I wish we had a guitar here so we could hear you play, Ray. Ray looked down at his hands. That would be nice. There was a weird shift in the mood, and everyone quieted down. Eventually it was broken by the sound of footsteps, and we were joined by Matt and Carl. Oh hey, everybody's here. Except for Jesse. Everyone hung out on the beach, but there was a lot of talking. Everyone seemed content just to gaze out on the sunset and listen to the waves. We took turns gathering firewood and poking out at our signal fire. Despite the whole thing originally being Jesse's idea, he wasn't here. I kept hoping that he would come out and join us, but he never did. I was starting to worry about him. I didn't know if there was anything I could do at this point. He had to feel really bad after what happened to Mary and Joey. The day was over, so I decided to call it a night. What should I do now? Okay, let's look for more clues. I know I'm supposed to be with Matt, but I just want to know more things. I looked around for a while and eventually ended up in the lab. There didn't seem to be anything unusual, so I decided to give up and go back to my room. However, as I left, a small paper in the trash can caught my eye. I looked around, but I was alone. I grabbed what seemed to be some kind of note. I heard someone in the hallway, so I pocketed it and went back to my room. Oh, I just thought of something. Remember, I think it was Carl was passing a note to Susan? Now that I could look at it freely, I realized that it was written in exchange between two people. Specifically Susan and Carl. Oh, okay, this is the one. Okay, please tell me this is something. It read, Susie Q, how have you been? I'm okay. If something's wrong, you can tell me. I know we're not together anymore, but I still care about you as a friend. Oh, shit! Oh! They were their ex-girlfriend and boyfriend? Oh, no. Well, if you really want to know, I'm having issues with my new boyfriend. Is it Professor Kent? How did you know? Call it intuition. Yeah, it's him. He's kind of been a bit of an ass lately, you know? I don't think he has eyes only for me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'll tell you more later. I'm glad we could stay friends. Me too. Yikes. This could mean a lot of things. I put the note somewhere safe. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Oh no! I needed to go tend to the fire. Unfortunately, I could hear the sounds of rain falling outside my window. I threw on my clothes and hurried downstairs. Maybe I could keep the fire going despite the rain. Something bad's gonna happen. When I got downstairs, the door was open and I saw the rain coming down heavily. No, the fire! Another storm had hit the island and I found the others standing on the beach. We all just watched the fire die out, helpless to stop it. The rain just kept coming down heavier and heavier. We would have to start over when it stopped, again. I walked back inside, soaked and shivering from the cold. I changed into dry clothes and found the others hanging out in the common room. I blushed when I saw Matt, and we exchanged quick smiles. She's like, hey, you know what we did in the rose bush. I can't believe it. That it started raining again? No, he means why hasn't anyone come yet? We had the signal fire going for a while, but no one has came. Maybe they think we're just having bonfires like we did the second night? You mean this has been a waste of time? Everyone fell silent for a moment. I think that was obvious after the first attempt. Jesse spoke up, shocking everyone. He had been so quiet since what had happened. It was a stupid idea. No, it was a good idea. It just isn't going to work. Jesse, once the rain stops, we can keep trying. There's no need. Why? Why bother? We're stuck in here until the 4th week. No matter what we do, this is all pointless. Jesse, please, don't say that. You guys can just sit here and be all stupid all you want. I'm done. Keep the fire going if you want to, but I'm not going to be a part of it any longer. Yikes. Jesse stormed out of the room and left us all sitting there. It was his idea. He's just going through a lot right now. We all are. Exactly. We're all in this together. Why does he sulk off like a child? He needs to grow up and get over it. Matt, why are you so angry? You think Jesse's the only one having problems coming to terms with this? You act like none of this bothers you. I feel like you're having more fun than when the professor was alive. Fuck you, Carl. Oh shit. Matt storms off. What the hell, guys? If they keep fighting, this is not gonna work out. Carl, why would you say that? Why is everyone fighting? Please, just stop it. I can't take it anymore. We've been in bigger danger to ourselves than whoever murdered Kent. Susan ran off and Carl followed after her. I looked at Ray. It was just me and him now. Everyone's really stressed out. Yeah, they are. I hope that we can keep it together. The 3rd week is almost over. We're over halfway done. I'm starting to think Carl is right, that whoever killed Kent is probably long gone, and here we are, going crazy anyway. Jessica, I'm sorry, Ray. I just wanted to go to bed right now. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Oh, okay then. Get some rest, alright? What was he gonna say there? Yep, okay. I didn't have the energy for more conversation. I just wanted to go back to bed. Was he gonna confess, hey, I'm the one who did it? Or I know. Oh my god. The day's over, so I decided to call it a night. What should I do now? I'm gonna talk to Matt. I hope he's okay. I hung out with Matt, playing board games in the common room. The day's over, so I decided to call it a night. Oh, okay, I guess nothing happened. What should I do now? Look for clues. Let's see if I can find some stuff. As I opened the door to enter my room, Ray opened his door to leave. I turned and saw him standing there holding a large, white jug in hand. Hey, what's up? Nothing really. I just want to take this back downstairs. What were you using anomia for? Promise not to tell anyone? I spilled juice in my room, a lot of it. Actually, I wiped it up with towels, but they ended up looking pretty bad, so I made some stain remover with this anomia. You made stain remover? Yeah, half water, half anomia. It'll take almost anything out of fabric. Oh, wow, okay. I'll see you around, okay? Sure. Oh my god, it's Ray, isn't it? This is so suspicious. If he was the one who murdered him, and he knows how to make stain remover, he could just take off the blood of his clothes. What the hell? I couldn't decide if it meant anything or not. It was suspicious, sure, but would he have been able to hide bloodied clothes from all of us? Oh god. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Another morning, but this one held a little more hope. Only a little over a week left. This 3rd week is practically over. I got dressed and felt a little more energetic than I had in the previous days. I went down to the dining room to eat breakfast and found Jesse sitting alone. Hey, Jesse. Hey. He didn't look so good. Before I could say anything else, he left. Oh. I tried not to think about it. I focused on the fact that we only had 1 more week left. I reflected quietly on Mary's death. She was so young. If I had only been able to help her. I checked the shallow grave where we had put Joey to rest near the beach. We wanted the authorities to be able to take his body to his family after. I placed a flower beside it. Sorry, Joey. If there had only been something I could have done to prevent their fight. I headed back towards the common room. Maybe someone was up for board games. Uh-oh, but a scream stopped me. No, not again! I went outside to find Susan standing out there, pointing at the 2nd floor of the mansion. Someone stop him! I looked up and saw Jesse scurrying into what looked like a noose. Oh my god! By his window! What is he doing? Carl joined us, breathing heavily. I tried to open his door, but he pushed a bunch of furniture in front of it. Matt and Ray came out to see what was going on. What's wrong? Jesse, what are you doing? Susan called out to Jesse. His window was open, but he must have heard her, but he ignored her. His intentions were pretty clear, but no one wanted to say it. Carl, Ray, and Matt started to call out to him as well. Carl, maybe the 2 of us could break the door down. Carl nodded, and they both rushed back to the mansion. Ray, you too! All 3 of you should be able to get the door open. Ray looked at me nervously for a moment, then followed after the others. Why is Ray being so weird? I looked around, desperate to do something, anything, and then I saw the tree with a branch near the window. It didn't look terribly sturdy, but I wasn't sure if I could hold my weight. But if I could at least get his attention, maybe I could stop him? Oh god. Oh no! Ah! Wait, I gotta say. Okay, I'm gonna try to climb the tree, but I feel like this is gonna end up like the branch breaking and then I die. I'm gonna do it anyway, I wanna see what happens. I ran over to the tree and grabbed the lowest branch. I used to climb trees when I was a kid, so I could do this. It wasn't easy, but I think the adrenaline was pushing me forward. I got up on the last branch. As I scooted towards Jesse's window, I could feel it sway under me. Jesse had the noose around his throat already. I had to keep going. Jesse, stop! He ignored me. I had to get closer. I moved out further to the branch, but I heard it creak. But then there was a loud snap, and I was falling. I heard a wet crunch, and everything went black. And I'm dead. Oh my god, we landed on a rock! What? The tree branch couldn't hold my weight, and it broke. I fell to the ground. There was a loud crack, and everything went black. You died when you hit your head during the fall. Oh my goodness. Cheer up, though. You were in the fallen down. Okay. Let me try that again. Okay, keep calling out to Jesse. The branches didn't look too sturdy enough to hold anyone's weight, so instead, I continued to call out to Jesse. I watched helplessly as Jesse wrapped the makeshift noose around his throat and stepped off the chair. Oh no! Susan screamed out, and there was a crash noise from the room. The boys broke through the room, but it was too late. I covered my face. Susan called up to the guys, desperate to hear anything that he would be okay. Carl looked down and shook his head. I sat on the porch and raked my hands through my hair. Why had he done it? Was there any way to stop it? We all knew he has been having a hard time after marrying Joey, but the day is over. I decided to call it a night. I don't know how I feel about this, like, him, like, doing that, because, like, I understand, like, everybody's under a lot of pressure, of course they're gonna crack, but he feels extra guilty because he felt like he could have saved Mary if he went by himself, or if he didn't push Joey into the fire, so he feels like he has 2 deaths on his hands, when, in reality, he only has, I mean, he does have 1 because he did push Joey, but, like, I don't know. I really didn't think it was Joey, the one who murdered the professor, though. I think it was someone else. Definitely Roy, because he looks suspicious. I woke up feeling almost numb. I didn't want to get out of bed, but my stomach growled in complaint. I kind of wanted to see Matt, though. Poor Jesse. He was so damn young. Joey didn't even deserve to die like that. And Mary. Poor Mary. I covered my face, groaned, and then made myself head downstairs to the dining room. As much as I wanted to lay in bed and feel awful, I had to try to remain positive as possible. Without the signal fire to tend to, it was getting harder and harder to motivate myself to do anything. I headed into the dining room to grab something to eat. Susan was there, sitting alone. Hi, Susan. I tried to force a smile, but it didn't work. She looked at me but said nothing. I made a quick breakfast and ate it without tasting it. In fact, it didn't taste great at all. So once the hunger faded a little, I stopped. When I ate, I could feel Susan watching me, but continued to remain silent. Since she wasn't speaking, I got up and leave. I didn't have the energy to try to talk with her. I was sure that she was upset as I was, as everyone else was. Okay, why is she following us? I'm kind of freaked out. I headed out of the dining room with the intention going back to my room, but Susan followed me. I turned around. Did she want to talk now? Susan, are you alright? You look upset. Of course I'm upset. First Mary's death and then Joey, and now Jesse's death? It's just too much. Drawn by the commotion, the others started to join us. Susan? What's going on? Can't sit around here and do nothing anymore. We only have a few more days, and the boat will be here. Don't any of you care about what's been happening? Of course we care. We need to try our best to stay calm, so that we don't do anything drastic. Look what happened to the others. We're hurting ourselves more than any of the murder would have. Jessica, you would know that. It was you. What? This is all because of you. Susan, please calm down. You were the one in the house alone with Kent the night he died. No one else was in the mansion. We were all out on the beach. You can't be serious. After what he did, coming on to you like that, maybe you want a revenge, or you're mad that I interrupted you and went to him. When he turned you down, you stabbed him. You're crazy. What a bitch. What? There's no way Jessica killed him. How can you accuse her? You're only saying that because of what's going on between you two. Susan, even if she did it, right now, we all need to stay calm and let the police deal with it after the boat comes. See? You think it was her too. Everyone knows about you and Matt. It's not like you two have been discreet. Well, that's true. They were kind of like out of the front with the rose bush. So, Susan, this isn't helping anything. So it needs to be said? Please, Susan, this isn't helping. I really think it was someone who came to the island and left after the murder. What me and Jessica do is none of your damn business. She needs to admit it. Jessica, admit what you did. Please, Susan, I could never do something like that. I'm not even going to dignify with that response. Seriously, fuck off. I want to tell that to her. Hang on, let me save. Like, girl, you were there when he, like, freaking assaulted me. Like, what do you want me to say? Oh, god damn. I could never do that, you fucking crazy bitch. How could you even think that? Susan, no. I know it was you. I turned and ran to my room. I couldn't take it anymore. How could I think it was me? It seemed like everyone but Matt thought I was capable of murder. Susan yelled at me as I left, but Carl kept her from following me. A few hours passed. I spent most of the time pacing and trying to settle myself down. I knew I didn't kill anybody. When the police came, they'd see it wasn't me, with fingerprints or something. We couldn't even be sure it wasn't someone off the island. Maybe it was someone who came and went so fast that we didn't notice. Soft knocking on my door made me jump. I opened the door and saw Matt with some food. He held it out to me. I took the food and I moved to let Matt in the room. I know it wasn't you. I had motive and opportunity, you know that? I don't care about that. If it wasn't you, it had to be someone else, but who? Why does it matter? When the police come, they can figure it out. I was worried that the evidence won't be good, since all the time has passed. And if the others insisted it was you, I mean, I'm the best suspect. Yeah, but that's the only if we can find a better one. You've been trying to solve it since it happened. You've gotten nowhere. You're right about that, but what about you? You have any ideas? I mentioned the food that he brought me. Who would have had killed the professor and why? The big question. You know what's really twisted? The killer hasn't even been that much of a threat to us. We've been more of a threat to ourselves. It's paranoia, and probably some kind of claustrophobia or cabin fever. I don't want to think about the killer right now. Can you just keep me company and get my mind off of this madness for now? Tomorrow we can go back to being detectives. Okay. No matter what happens, I've got your back. I just gotta make sure you know that. Matt, you're acting all chivalrous. Yeah, well, I mean, you know how I feel. Matt and I sat in the room playing cards and chatting. He seemed to be trying really hard to lift my mood. When I started to get tired, he left to go to his room. I managed to fall asleep. I wouldn't want to sleep in my own room by myself. Can I be honest? Like, it's not like Matt shouldn't be in there, because whatever. I really think he should have stayed in the room, because I feel like Susan might have come and, tried to, beat us or something. Anyway, I heard some noises and I opened my eyes. I leaned up and looked around. It was dark, but I couldn't tell what was going on. Oh, God! What did I say? This bitch is in the room! Didn't find anything. What are you looking for exactly? I was so sleepy that I couldn't make sense of what was going on. Doesn't matter, I knew you did it. I'm going back to my room. She laughed. I stared at the door for a minute, trying to figure out what just happened. I looked around in my room and saw a lot of stuff that had been open and strewn about. Was she going through my things? Why? What the hell was she thinking? I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. I ended up sitting in my room until it was morning. God damn it! Matt should have stayed with us! I need to find Matt. Luckily, he was still in his room. What happened? I woke up and Susan was going through my things. What the fuck is wrong with her? She was looking for proof that I had killed Kent. I wonder if it's possible that Susan is the killer. That explains why she's so desperate to pin the blame on you. She was the last person to see him alive as far as I know. Susan and Kent were in a relationship. She was ranting about it alone in her room. What about Ray? I saw him carrying Anomia out of his room. He said that he was going to get rid of juice stains. Interesting theory. Not sure why he would do it, but it's a good possibility with that information. What do you think? If we focus on one suspect, maybe we can find some hard evidence? Oh god. Oh no. Okay, I gotta save. Hang on. This is difficult because, yeah, Susan is acting like an asshole, but the thing is, I don't think it was her. I legitimately think it's Ray, but the thing is, I don't know what motive he would have to kill the professor. Maybe he really does like us, and the professor was hitting on us. He witnessed that, so he decided to kill him. But, it's just, I don't see, the purpose of doing that. Yeah, he could, punch him in the face or something, but to actually kill the guy? Oh, no! I'm gonna say it's Ray, though. Oh, God. Oh, let's see what happens. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's Ray. Matt, I'm so glad you can trust me. Who said I trusted you? Maybe I think black widows are hot. You probably do. Come on, let's get some breakfast and waste the day away. There isn't anything we can do about it right now. Sounds good. Don't worry, I won't let anyone blame you for this. Thank you, Matt. Please tell me it's not Matt, though. I'm gonna lose my mind if it is. I spent the day with Matt. He tried to keep my spirits up when we kept each other busy. I tried not to let Susan's misplaced suspicion get to me, but it wasn't easy. I felt okay until I was alone at bed at night. Then I just felt... I didn't even know how to describe it. Numb, maybe? The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Can we just sleep with Matt, please? I'd feel safer with him. Nighttime was starting to feel really lonely. I started to consider inviting Matt to stay with me overnight. So, how do you want to do this? Matt sat in my room, having brought breakfast. He was eager to get started. Well, I thought I would eat one end of the toast first and then maybe in the middle. Okay, give me a minute to think, will you? We're just trying to prove that you didn't murder someone. No big deal, no rush. Ask about Ray, look for clues. Okay, let me save again. Let's look for clues first. Maybe we can find something else that will point to the police towards him as the suspect? Okay, let's start looking. We searched up the upper level and found nothing. Damn it. We went to the lower level, but again, found nothing. However, we did see Ray sneak outside, so we followed him as quietly as possible. We saw Ray sitting beside a shallow grave on the beach. I didn't want any of you to get hurt. Can't believe the professor didn't bother to check the landline to see if it was working. No flares, no boats. This place is a joke. I wonder if he knew how stranded we were, but didn't care. Mary, I'm so sorry about what happened to you. Professor Kent deserved to die, but not you. Not anyone else. We've been trapped on this damn island. That doesn't matter now, though. I'm sorry, Mary. Sorry, Jesse, you were a nice kid. And Joey, even you didn't deserve to die. I'll protect her, though. I won't let him hurt her. I'm so sick of seeing innocent people being taken advantage of. What? Oh no! What if it's not Ray? What if it's Matt? What the fuck? Ray took a deep breath and then covered his face with his hands. He was muttering something, but we couldn't make it out. I exchanged a look with Matt, and when we left before Ray caught us eavesdropping, Matt offered to stay with me until I fell asleep, but I urged him to go back to his own room. I could be alone at night, though I appreciate the thought. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Oh no! What if Ray was actually just like trying to look out for us? And he didn't kill anybody though. And it was actually like Matt or something. Oh fuck. Morning again. At least it was the last week here. Soon we would be off this horrible island and hopefully not wrongfully imprisoned. Matt knocked on my door and walked in without waiting for me to reply. Jessica, I'm in a bad mood. You don't look like it. That's because I'm with you now. Let's hang out on the beach today. I can't take the stench of this place anymore. Sounds good to me. I got up and stretched. Matt watched me and blushed and turned away. Ready? Ready enough. We grabbed some snacks, drinks, and a big old blanket to take out on the beach. I'm going to miss being just a few feet away from this. He motioned towards the ocean. Would you want to live close to the beach? It would be great until a hurricane hit. Hurricanes aren't too common in the north, but I guess you're right. Though, maybe it would be worth it, just for a few years, maybe? Yeah, leave your house and walk along the waves whenever you want. Sounds nice. Maybe when this is over, me and you, we can get a shack near the beach? I wish. It's just hard to find stuff like that now. Well, yeah, they have condos and apartments, though. Maybe the university will give us a bunch of hush money. We can get a place with that. I blinked and realized what he was just saying. You want to live with me? I mean, it would be cheaper and stuff. Like, it's nice you're thinking that, but we just, like, you know, we just started dating, dude. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna say a little too fast, Matt. Maybe after? We've been together off of this crazy island for a while. Okay. We spent the nice day relaxing on the beach. We watched the sunset before heading inside. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. That was weird. Another morning, not much longer. Matt came into my room, as he was accustomed now, and sat on my bed with me. What are you thinking? Do you want to look for more clues? Or ask around about Ray? I should have known. So? Let's try to look for more clues. Maybe we could find something else that will point to the police towards him as a suspect. You know what I find interesting as well? We don't suspect Carl. Even though we did know that he used to be dating Susan. I don't think it was Carl, but like I just find it funny we're not suspecting him. Anyway, we looked around but found nothing new. As night fell, we ate a poor dinner and went our separate ways. Started asking not to stay with me but stopped. Maybe it would be too much. The day is over, so I decided to call it a night. Another morning. Better get some breakfast. I was leaving the dining room when Ray came in. Oh, hi Ray. I tried to keep walking, but he stepped into my path. Jessica, I need to ask you something. Okay, what is it? Is what Susan said about Matt true? Are you guys... Yikes! Oh no! What if he really likes us and that's why he killed the professor? Is he like yandere? Oh no, I'm scared. I was shocked by that question. It took me a minute to realize what he meant. It's none of your business. Yeah, I can't really deny it. Why? We're just having fun. Why? Oh no! Oh god, I need to save. Oh god. Isn't it obvious though? Dude, didn't you notice he's always in our room and hanging out with us? Like, is this guy blind? What happens if I tell him the truth? Is he gonna like fucking freak out? What do you find so appealing about Matt? I gave him a strange look, but I couldn't help but answer. I just think Matt is really hot, you know? Matt is really sweet when you get to know him. He's a lot of fun to be around. Nothing in particular. I mean, he's a nice guy, but I don't really know, you know what I mean? Matt is an ass. He's violent. He could hurt you. Violent? I'm not so sure about that. I'm just thinking about your safety. How can you let a guy like that get so close to you? Ray, what the hell? He's just going to hurt you. I need you to see that before it's too late. He could have killed the professor, and you could be next. You think Matt's the killer, and he's going to kill me next? I can tell you don't believe me. Look, Ray, why would you listen to me? Jessica, I just want you to be safe, okay? If you want to be with someone so badly, what about me? What? What? I would keep you safe no matter what, and I would make sure Susan stopped trying to blame this all on you. I would never, ever hurt you. Ray, what's going on? You're acting really weird. Just answer, okay? I was a little freaked out now. I looked around, but we were alone. No one else was inside. Shit, I really wanted to get back to my room. Ray just kept looking at me, but his eyes seemed unfocused. You seem like a nice guy and all. You're not my type. You're freaking me out. Leave me alone. Honestly, you're freaking me out. Leave me alone. You seem like a nice guy. Please don't kill me. Oh no, what do I say? I'm gonna be honest. You're freaking me out, dude. Jessica, how could I make you understand? Susan walked in the room, breaking Ray out of his weird trance. He looked from her to me. What are you guys doing? I was just leaving. Okay. I turned and got the hell out of there. What the fuck, dude? Was Ray starting to break under all the pressure and paranoia? I needed to find Matt. I opened Matt's door, not bothering to knock. Whoa! Jessica, what's wrong? Ray just... I don't even know how to explain it. I tried my best to relay to Matt what Ray said to me. It was also strange. Do you think he knows that we know, or maybe he wants to make people think that it was you instead of him? I think I may have just figured it out his motive. What is it? You should stay with me tonight. I'll sleep on the floor if you want me to, but please, we can push something up against the door and... Do you really think that's necessary? Maybe not. Please, I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, but if you snore, I'm kicking you out of the bed. Deal. Oh god, I'm so confused on who to trust! What the hell? I packed up my things and I moved them into Matt's room. Tomorrow was the last day anyway. With everything that had happened, and Ray's odd behavior, I was relieved not to be alone. Soon, this would be over. The boat would come tomorrow morning. Okay guys, I'm going to end the episode right here since the next day is going to be the last day. Oh my god, what the hell? Like, I don't know what to think because I was just suspecting Ray because, like, you know, he was the... Let's look at the facts first of all. Ray was the only one not drinking at the party before the professor died. He wasn't drinking. Second of all, he was quiet and acting kind of weird the entire time. And kind of like more happier at some points too than the others. And then he started distancing himself from everybody else and acting kind of weird. Then we eavesdropped on him. We saw him taking stain remover out of his room for orange juice or juice in general. That's kind of a weird thing to do in my opinion. And then now he's acting all yandere all of a sudden. And it's like, I'm pretty sure it's Ray, but I don't know, I just hope it's not Matt. Like, I don't think it is, but like, Matt does have motives too because he's so into true crime too. It could be a thing for him. Like, it's his fantasy, and then he started talking about, hey, let's live together and whatever, all of a sudden, out of freaking nowhere. Susan was acting like batshit crazy, but I really don't think she did it. I think she's just emotional about Kent and whatever. And then Carl. I like how we didn't suspect Carl, but he's just there. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Pinewood Island, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to AGirlAndAGame for giving me a Steam key for this. I'm just terrified of what's gonna happen next because Ray went full yandere all of a sudden. That freaked me out. If you guys want to support the channel, please check out Patreon. The link is in the description. You get early access to videos with Patreon only, the Discord server to contact me, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Or if you would like to help to support the channel for free on Gawkbox, I'd really appreciate that so I can keep the channel going and series like this. And if you guys would like to join the giveaway for a copy of this game, please check the description for details on how to win it. I'm gonna announce the winner, I guess, the next episode if that's gonna be the last one. I'm just so worried about what's gonna happen now. Oh god. Please tell me it's just Ray and not Matt. Please. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys think so far, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! It means my boobs got bigger! It'll make more comfortable since I'm oh god, since I'm bigger. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Bigger? Height, my stature, I was only